Are you comfortable, boobies? You'd be good for the show. Oh, my pet talk has been discovered. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I don't know what time it is actually because
It is
I was up
afternoon.
all night after the show. I was up till like 8 in the morning, I think. And
And
then I crashed. And then with the hour change, I'm oblivious at this point.
actually kind of fun last
What
night.
time is it, Joe? Like 6 my time or
It is 6:23 your time.
6:23?
4:20, yeah, 4:23
What a
my time.
weird time for us to go on. 6:23 in the evening news. No, I mean, we're
Mhm.
just chilling. We're just chilling today. We did 3 hours yesterday. Dana Siemens was an excellent, excellent guest. If
It
you,
was fun.
I
Thanks,
thought it
Dana.
was a lot of fun. I just feel bad. You were both really tired. I mean, you worked the whole day and then you have to,
Okay, I mean, I made it through. It was good. It
oh God.
was fun. It was informative. Went through a lot of subjects.
I got a lot of feedback by like 3 different people, the feedback about the chemtrails.
Mhm.
And I'm here to tell you that no,
What are they? Hmm.
it doesn't matter what they are well, I know what they are now. They're good stuff. To me, it's got to be some good stuff. Uh, but a lot
Right.
of people are like, no, it's chemtrails. But listen, um, there's no way nobody has enough authority. And I know there's more people that know about planes and aircraft situations
Right.
more than I do. There's no freaking way that we have President Trump in control and there's still chemtrails going on. And
Exactly.
if you're a conspiracist like I am, I keep telling you there is a timeline. And if you believe that Biden wasn't really Biden, then how could you not believe that we had more control even during that 4 years of administration of a fake president? I don't understand why people forget certain things. And you can't, it just doesn't go back and forth like that. I'm sorry.
You get that.
Give me a
Ouch.
second,
Just
Joe.
itch. Got an
I'm trying to
itch.
find
Had a
something.
bad one.
You have a bad itch.
It was.
Do you really want to
No, it's
share
good. I'm
that?
good.
Oh, I'll put up this one.
Okay.
Oh, I should have put this one up. I got
Yeah.
so many memes, I don't even know which ones to choose. Um,
What do you guys think about the daylight savings time?
I fucking hate it.
Should we keep it like it is now for just forever and just not let it turn back?
I just don't.
It's just weird. I don't know. There's
I
some
don't
pros
see
and
why we're
cons. It
still
doesn't
doing
bother
it.
me. It never has bothered me. You know that? That's never ever bothered me.
It depends what kind of job you have, I suppose. I never really got bothered by it, but I don't. It's like you get
Hmm.
used to something and then it changes, and I have a feeling it's just not good for the human body.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
A
Why did
shock.
even Dana said it yesterday, they changed our calendar. Well, why would
Oh
they
yeah,
do
they did
that?
that. I know they
Right.
did that.
So why would they do that? To fuck us, to fuck our timeline, to not have us be able to think what is
Oh,
correct and what is not.
could be.
I want you to
Could
start
be.
with the fires.
I thought
Did you
it was
share?
supposed to be longer. Oh no, I have not. Not
Please
yet,
share.
no.
I don't know if it doesn't really matter, but I do want to talk about the fires when you're all good and ready. I just had a hell of a when I'm alone, Mikey is great help, but um my dog is seriously like more than a baby.
Hmm.
He is more than a baby. It's so hard to handle.
Get half of it done.
So
Well,
I found
dogs
this
are
joke.
children. They're like
Well,
just like children. Animals are just
yeah,
like
oh
children.
yeah, they're bigger babies because children at least grow up.
Right.
You can have a dog for 20 years and he's still like a puppy. Um, I like this. I had to look it up again because I just read it this morning. What's Bill and Hillary's least favorite song? Devil with the blue dress on.
Oh God, they want to burn on him, isn't that?
Say what?
And he is the devil. Well, they are the devils. They're the devil's minions for sure.
He had a blue dress on.
And he had a blue dress on. So yeah. So let's do this real quick.
All right, let's. Did you share? I'm not gonna even share to groups. Just share to a few. I just kind of want to get this because we were on so long last night.
Okay.
It was so fantastic, though. I love having other people on that understand what the hell's going on in this world. Even though we have few differences of opinions in general, a lot of things. See, I do not listen to a lot of podcasts because I'll tell you something. I know more than they do. I don't, I usually know, I might not be in depth with one subject, but I'll put me up to the test. I am that confident that I could go on with any conspiracist. The point is, like, we're not supposed to fight. We're not supposed to be, um, but that's why I don't like the whole money thing, people making money off of podcasts. I- It's supposed to be done because it needs to be done. It's survival of humanity. And in this case, Darwin was right. It's survival of the fittest. And the evil was fit for so very long.
Right.
It's very hard to imagine future technology because we haven't seen it. But that's what we have, and that's what Trump has control of. So when I got feedback about chemtrails, I don't care who you listen to. I really don't. I did my own research. All right. I've driven back and forth these states along the East Coast. I don't know how many times in the last 10 years. What, 80, 70, 80 back and forth? Maybe 90 or 100 even. I took pictures one day of all the chemtrails in like about 6 states after Washington. I think it was from Virginia to Georgia, somewhere around there. I have the pictures. Those were the real chemtrails. I am an artist. I saw what was going above Joe's head for weeks when he was
Mhm.
leaving for work. I know what Leslie has sent me, Brother Reb has shown me. I have seen chemtrails the last 7 or 8 months. They are way different, way, way different. They mushroom. I don't care what color they are, what you think of them. They mushroom. I would have to draw it like this. It's not the same. They're not the same systems. They're not the same deployment systems of the gas. And possibly the planes are even different. I never even thought of looking at the planes themselves. I'm too concentrated on the what's coming out of them. Now, California, where Dana lives, yes, they're gonna have to get it real bad. Even New York, which is more condensed a population, doesn't have the gases and pollutions that our poor
West Coast has.
Cali, mega Cali friends
Well,
have to.
it's the West is more spread out. So there's more people that have vehicles. More people drive.
It's not just it's the products, it's the
Well,
production.
it's yeah, but it's not only that, it's the air
It's huge.
quality,
It's a
it's the
huge.
fog. Yeah, keeps it all in there.
Luckily, it's got so much beauty and carbon dioxide and waters and salts and waters to cleanse it, but it's not working anymore. You
Mhm.
gotta force it. I,
It's got to be
you
forced.
can listen to any podcast you want, or you can look at my notes and see the difference. If you
Well,
don't
you've
trust
heard
me,
that you've
okay.
heard it never rains in California, in Southern California.
That's why
Pretty
it
much
needs
true.
more deployment of gold
Right,
and coal and probably any
right,
good stuff. I don't know,
right.
Lysol. Who the fuck knows? I just know I know gold is big. Why do I know gold is big? Take a look at the color of our president.
Yeah.
It is very unnatural. And nobody questions it.
Hmm.
Conspiracists do. He's gold, my friends. He's rose gold. He's been ingesting it. That's why he's so fucking healthy.
Could be.
I don't go into everything. It doesn't mean I don't know it. I'll tell you, I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm here to help, but I don't want negative feedback that's for me, it's too obvious. I was told, well, it's a white powder and it's magnetic. Well, so is gold. In fact, aluminum does not melt into a white powder. Well, I guess everything can at some point, but no, no. Fuck your TikTok.
Hmm. Yeah.
Fuck the people that fake magnetic snow or something. I know because I actually did my own tests. And that goes out to about 3 or 4 people. So nobody take it very personally. I actually got feedback on that the most. Susan, you were great though. Susan's like, the moon is a nightlight. I love it. I love it. But okay, so you either believe me or you don't. I personally don't care. But the feedback doesn't have to be that negative. You never asked me. Well, how do you know that, Carolyn? The 10,000 pictures in my phone, probably close to like 60. Not even kidding. I have a lot of pictures. Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
That's the same
Get
thing
in.
with the fires.
Hmm.
So you're gonna tell me, okay,
The ones in
the
New
planes,
York.
I don't understand because the planes, we have our military and our Trump in control.
Hmm.
So they're gonna let Newsom put up some fucking planes to destroy more of California right in front of our eyes. I'm sorry, we're too awake for that. It's
Yes, we are.
Trump. The fires could be from outer space, right? Because
Mhm.
we know satellites, zzz,
Yeah,
they microwave
just look at
inside
how
a
the
tree.
Democrats complain. Look at how they complain. They're not in charge anymore.
They're not.
They're not. They're
Thank you.
crying. They're
Very,
crying.
thank you.
They're
I
crying
mean,
hard.
this is what doesn't, I don't
That's
care.
why they're crying.
The low pyramid does not have millions of dollars to transform barium and aluminum and all these oxides or whatever to
Mhm.
go into our air.
That's right.
And Trump would never let them take off.
That's right. They've been
What
stopped.
are you thinking?
They've been stopped.
Stop, people.
They've been
We're not
stopped.
going backwards. We're going fucking forwards. Trump is in charge.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Sorry. Hawkeye's a little nervous. He's like, oh my God, Daddy isn't home. She's having one of those attacks. No, Hawkeye, I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm happy because you know why? Because if people didn't ask these questions, then it means that they
Hmm.
didn't know. They didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
But the fires in the Hamptons, oh, they're a conservative area. Joe told me last night right after the show, oh, guess what, Carolyn? After Dana and I debated a little bit about the fires in California, which I believe the good guys have under control, the Hamptons went up. The Hamptons are disgusting, conservative or not. How many conservative people were rhinos from Kerry to McCain to George fucking Bush?
Supposed conservatives, right?
Right. These are
Was either
rich,
one really a
fucking
Democrat or a
disgusting ass
conservative?
people.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Knows.
There are always going to be people that have nothing to do with it and are going to get hurt.
They're all on the same
It's
side.
a war.
Or
Am I in a bad mood or something? I don't mean to yell so much, but actually I do
you
because I
know,
want the kid's taking a nap. He's gonna walk the dog. The war is over, my friends.
yeah.
Trump is
Well, not
safely in
everything.
control. You don't have to listen to all the lies.
Mhm.
Participate here. You see,
Right.
podcasts is one, two, four, five people. I have an open fucking show. So everybody can speak their minds, even if it's against me. You know how me and Dana had two or three oppositions, a decision, or, but we didn't fight. We didn't like, I'm a Brooklyner. Shit comes out of my mouth. We
Oh,
go on.
fine.
You can ask most of my friends. I'll be pissed at them for
Hey.
a few hours, and then I calm down. I'm sorry. That's who I am.
Well, the fire in the Hamptons started with a car crash.
Oh, did it? Oh, well,
Yeah,
that might be different.
one of them. That was there's four separate wildfires. They said
Again,
blanketed Long Island.
the Hamptons are old beaches, my friend.
Mhm.
My girlfriend's grandmother owned a house on the beach. It was a small house. They're very fucking expensive. Now you can't. I mean, she was old, so
Oh, guess how the fires were spread?
yeah, I want to hear this because the car
Gusty
crash.
winds.
Yeah, no, no, my friends, come on. Are you fucking buying that? And you're gonna tell me it's the bad?
Hey, you know what? Just like everybody is buying the explanation of of the famous guy up in Santa Fe. I'm fucking laughing at you, fucking idiots, because I'll tell you this much
Oh,
right
Gene
now.
Hackman.
Hantavirus, hantavirus, really?
Are people
Fuck
really
you,
believing
man.
that it's the Hunter virus?
Ha, ha, there is hantavirus
The
here.
Nat Nuna
There,
virus?
there
Another one.
is
Hey,
hantavirus
Alan.
here in New Mexico. It is in western New Mexico, out in the fucking desert, not up in Santa Fe in the freaking mountains.
Ah,
Sorry.
yeah, gotcha. You see,
Fuck.
that's why I love the
Hantavirus.
fact that we all live in different areas.
Yeah.
It attracts me when you have people from all over the world on a show. I
Yeah.
love that. Like Roseanne's really good with, I mean, certain people are, but I don't want to hear the news. Fuck you and your stupid news. The news is fake. And you have to be careful because people want to make a dime. You do not charge to help this country. You charge to help yourself.
Mhm.
Now, if I want the news, I'm going to pay for it, but I'm going to pay for the one that I trust the most. And I understand Dana does that. I even confused yesterday Simon Parks with the Charlie Ward, apparently. Are they both bald? Maybe that's it.
Hmm. Well, apparently West Hampton had a brush fire the same time as Center Moriches, Moriches.
More cheese?
Yeah, and it's they
Mookies.
said there's a massive amount of mutual aid there, and
Where is
they
that?
even had a building burn there and a house as a result of that.
Where is that?
Um, for
Mookie
Nassau
Mookie.
County,
So two parts of Long Island had a fire? Good
yeah, there was
people.
obviously four fires. Yeah.
No.
Portimone brush fire in Long
Polluttion
Island
control, my
originated
friends.
in
Elon Musk has his
dusty
shit
air.
up there. Even if it's a flat earth, he still has satellites that we can see with the human eye. I still maintain that I could see the space station with the human eye. Now, is it in the filament? I don't care. I've seen it. I've seen it get bigger since, I don't know, since I was like
Wow.
18. It's been up there for a long time. And it just got bigger and bigger and it started blinking one day. And I could see it clearly from the mountains of New Jersey. Clearly, in certain times of the year. I can't go against my own knowledge. That's what
Crazy.
there's certain things that you just can't. I don't know. I don't know. So there you go. There's no way that we're trying to get Canada and everybody into our a constitution or a state, as Trump called it at one time. and have these fires still going on in America. It doesn't make sense that they're so scared, these libtards. They can't even, they're dead. They're the conspiracists should know that they have gone and have been dead.
Oh,
And nobody on the lower pyramid has that kind of money. You're talking about people like Will Ferrell. That they probably let him live because he touched a child. But he knew shit. That's what I'm thinking about certain people. You're going to tell me Will Ferrell and like some low-life politician, because Newsom is not around. Newsom is not around. That's why Larry Elder lost. And Larry Elder's feeling hurt. Didn't we go over that the other day? Something about Larry? I don't think we did it live, but we talked about it. People,
Larry, yeah.
stop with Larry. Larry Elder is totally mega.
Oh
He's
yeah, he
feeling
always
a
has
little
been. Still
huh?
is. He still
He is. He's
is.
totally conservative. He's the best.
Yeah,
Gotta love Larry. I love him to death.
I do too. I
He's
like Larry.
totally conservative. I don't give a shit if he thought something bad about Trump. What happened, Joe? Wasn't it Trump was on fucking Howard Stern?
It was he said as a private citizen on Howard Stern.
On Howard
He
Stern.
said he found the Iraq war important at the
Out of
time.
the mouth of Trump as a
That
babe.
he said George Bush lied us into war. Elder said no, he didn't. The intel was bad from, and that came from Condoleezza Rice and Powell, who are bad.
Who are bad.
But you know what? You know, guys,
Stop.
it was the time. I mean,
We disagree with
everything
Trump,
we
so now
know
we're never
now.
Trumper? I hate that
If you
term. It's so
listen,
stupid.
if you know
I love
every,
Trump. Let me suck his
hey,
dick.
listen. Let me tell you this real quick. If you have something that everybody has, the stuff that you know now, all the technology that we have right now,
Mm.
is not the freaking same as it was back then. It was slower. It was worse. It wasn't as good. It's
But
a
that
lot better
right?
now. Come
Oh
on.
my God, you have made a great point there.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as good as it is. You couldn't get some of the stuff the stuff you can get now you couldn't get back then. There's no fucking way it wasn't available to you. It just wasn't there.
Condoleezza Condoleezza Rice. Come on, people. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I heard that from a
When
few people. I couldn't
yeah.
even watch shows that said anything. I was like, because it was on YouTube.
Well, you had to get all your
And
information
actually,
from
somebody
fucking
I
the
care
news,
about
you guys. Back then, you
said
had to get all your information from the news and newspapers. You had
Howard
to
Stern,
believe the
people.
stupid
He was on
media.
Howard Stern.
Yeah, well, see, that was what in the 90s?
Probably, I'd imagine, because
Duh,
I
there
don't
you
even remember
go.
that. I don't
There you
remember
go.
Trump
We
ever
didn't
being on
have the
Howard
fucking
Stern,
the
but shame on
handheld
fucking
computers.
Trump for being on Howard Stern.
Well, we
Shame
didn't
on
have
him.
the handheld computers that we have now. Okay. That wasn't available to us at that time. Sorry. We had freaking pagers, for God's sake.
Trump is the face of everything, my friends.
Yeah,
And
he sure
Larry
is.
Elder, I think he he could be hurt because he doesn't understand why he didn't win California, because he's not in on the plan. So
Hey,
stop.
TV.
Stop your shit.
Right.
I don't why did we bring that up again? I don't know.
Alan, what's up?
Well, we were talking about it a few
I don't
days
know.
ago.
Yeah, we were talking about that a few days ago. Just, I guess it just hit your
How
mind
did you
and,
how did you find it? Because
well,
I saw it somewhere
it was a
else.
couple of days ago that he said this on an interview
Oh, it was
or
on,
on his
oh,
podcast. Or, it's
wait,
this
he
is
re
Larry Elder said this. Yeah.
oh,
I got
Larry
this
Elder
from Larry
himself.
Elder. It was on YouTube. I
Gotcha.
don't know if you guys ever, I mean,
Because
everyone, yeah, I see. Yeah, I
I
like
met
Larry
I
Elder.
met most of my group, like John Burgess
Hmm.
from Larry Elder's show.
Yeah, Larry Elder's great.
I love him, and I was so pissed that he didn't
And
win.
he's in California.
But of course, it's part of the plan. Just like fucking
Yeah.
JD Vance, everybody's like up JD's ass, and he's another
Yeah.
one. I don't know who this person is. I don't watch one
I
movie
have
and say,
trust
hi,
issues
ha,
with
ha, I
him.
like him, and Trump picked him, so ha, 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 I
Yeah.
like him. Because you know what? You did
I
that
don't
with
know.
Pence.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That guy.
Stop, stop with
I
the
don't know.
moronic shit.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
I feel better. I got a few things off my
good,
back, off my shoulder.
good,
It's
good.
very, I always have a bad like time when John's not around. And it's mostly because he's, flying. He won't be home till Tuesday. So, but I can't believe like I got that much feedback from people. Well, I guess it's good,
Yeah.
but it's like different when it's not your friends. I could give a shit what other people say, but when it's my friends coming at me, I'm like, oh man, come on. Don't, just don't fuck with me. I don't give a shit what you say. Just don't. Because I don't say things unless I would tell you. I would tell you if it's a theory or a guess. But I did cite my own scientific proof of certain things, enough to satisfy my inquiries and come to a certain conclusion. Shapes, smells, sounds, our senses, people lack them. They don't use their voices or their, I don't, maybe I'm being too critical in my old age. All right, what's next? So I could
Oh,
stop yelling.
there was in California two illegal aliens. They were under a guy's car and they were cutting out his catalytic converter. And the neighbor come out of his house and tried to stop him. And the illegal aliens killed the guy so that they wouldn't be caught, right? They both that one of the suspect had been for 12 years they've been looking at these guys. 15 times one of them has been arrested. His name is Albert Rabanales. He's from Guatemala. 15 times. His rap sheet is 11 pages long. Theft, grand theft, DUIs.
Holman's trying. Holman's trying to work his butt off.
Yeah.
So they were cutting out the converter.
Hmm.
How much do these things cost?
Well,
You would
there's
know.
I don't really know how much they're
In
expensive, man.
general,
They're
Joe,
like
you would
they're
know.
I don't know how, you know what, when they turn it in, there's something inside it that they get. It's I don't know how much
Ah,
they're getting for that.
okay.
It's the
Gotcha,
inside
gotcha.
of the catalytic converter
Yeah,
that's real
yeah.
important. Now there's something in there that cleans
I
the
would think
air
at
or something.
O'Reilly's you would have known a number, but okay.
Yeah, I don't I yeah, I know they're about anywhere from 300 to $800-900 a piece for each one, maybe even more on some of the bigger vehicles like the diesels. They'll probably cost a lot more than that. And
Okay.
you can't reuse them.
See things like that. So there were two guys cutting this out. The neighbor comes out, sees the car being
Mm-hmm.
damaged, just broken
Yep.
into.
Tries to stop them, and they
So
one
there's
of them
another
shot him right in the
human
chest.
life gone, an American life, thanks to
Mhm.
illegal immigrants. Is
Yeah,
that what
and
you're
these
telling me?
guys had already been arrested multiple times. They shouldn't even fucking been here. They've been stealing. That's all they've been doing since they've been here. Stealing, robbing.
I don't understand how do people, aren't the cops pissed at arresting the same people? I mean, after
They have to be.
there's what's wrong with these judges? What the fuck
It's
are
the
wrong?
judges. They're sick.
Lawyers, stop helping them.
Got to get rid of the judges. Got to change the judges. Judges need to be changed.
I am in a mood. There was a plane crash, another fucking plane
Oh
crash
no.
in Pennsylvania.
Oh my God.
I wonder if it's near Pooh. A plane has crashed into a residential oh, it's Lancaster
Oh
County,
my God.
Pennsylvania, with visuals showing the tail of the aircraft in a parking lot while the main body was consumed by flames.
Jeez.
I I, I just can't understand what the hell is and you're see, there are certain things in this world that Trump cannot do.
Right.
There's just and there are going to be casualties. The world is changing. The whole earth or flat earth, I don't care. It's changing. We are changing. Dana was absolutely right. There are parts, I've been saying it for a week or two, but I know it. My husband thinks I'm fucking mad because I keep predicting crap. It's not me. I keep telling you it's not me. I'm nothing special. But I just listen. I can hear it. I know it. I feel it. And your gut feelings are right too. You have to trust your gut feelings, even if it goes against mine, because in our worlds it's different. We're different. It doesn't matter. What you see may be
Platinum.
different from what I see. It just is. 5 injured after small plane crashes. So there's 5 injured. I don't know if any died, but okay.
Wow.
I had to mention that because it's it can't be. Now we're up to what, 15 or 16 in a matter of 3 months?
Yeah.
Right, since Trump got on.
Crashes everywhere.
But yet chemtrails are working. Really, guys? Well, there's your proof, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. Hey, Az,
And Joseph.
thanks for the
And
independent truth. You're welcome. They have platinum inside them. The catalytic converters, yeah.
yeah. I don't know how much they're getting for it. Wherever they're taking it, you
Hey,
would
brother
think,
Joseph.
you would think that these guys would know that these guys that have, and they gotta have the tattoos all over the damn place. You would think that you would question them. If they're bringing you so many all the time, because there's not a lot of people that are replacing these things every single freaking day. So if you've got an influx of catalytic converters and you keep accepting them, there's something wrong with you for accepting them.
Joe, 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 Joe,
What you got there?
Joe. Do you know who that is, Joe? Joe, do you know who that is, Joe?
The one on the right is Bezos, isn't it?
They're both Bezos.
Get the fuck out of here. You lie?
I do not. I am not a liar. That is one thing. You
How's
can
that guy on
prove
the
that,
left
but
the
I'm
same
not a
guy as
liar.
the guy on the right?
I know, right?
Is the guy on the
They're
left
both geeks to me. They're both geeks to
is the
me.
guy
So,
on the left, is that an older pitcher or what?
yeah, apparently. Doesn't he look younger?
Very.
Yeah, he looks younger later on without
Okay.
hair.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like him anyhow, but
Yeah, he's from Albuquerque.
is he? Well, that's why
Yeah,
I like him. I'm
there you
kidding.
go.
I'm kidding. I don't like Albuquerqueans, apparently.
Yeah.
One of them happens to be my best buddy.
She
Good
hates us
afternoon,
over here.
Joseph.
She hates Albuquerque. We a bunch of retards. Just kidding. Just teasing.
Our freedom and liberties under attack,
Yes,
in
they
my
are.
opinion.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to move on you. I'm going to tell you about Tulsi Gabbard.
Well, I was looking at Az's, which he wrote. Yeah, go on with
Yeah.
Tulsi.
Well, she said that there was a warning of a terrorist takeover in Syria, and it looks like it's coming to be true because they're reporting that they're starting to kill a lot of the Christians over there. They're accused of massacring Alawites, as well as members of the country's dwindling Christian community. So far, they've killed 340 civilians, a vast majority of them from the Alawite minority. Over the last 2 days, Rami Abdulrahman, man of Syria Observatory and Human Rights, told the Reuters Saturday, I mean yesterday.
What word did you use earlier? Alawites? What?
Alawites, yeah, that's what they're calling them. I don't. I guess it's a minority group over there. They're not quite jihadist or whatever. They might be Muslim, but they're not jihadist.
Right.
So
Go
they're I think
Tulsi.
they're the
Go
ones that
Tulsi.
are the
Jesus.
that believe
Oh,
in
I
peace. I think they're the ones that believe in peace.
okay.
The Alawites, I believe.
Yeah. It sounds pleasant enough.
Mhm.
I have a nice meme of Tulsi Gabbard in her uniform. I'm gonna put that up. I have two. Well, put one up like last month. I'll put another one up.
Well,
I
the
like
jihadis,
Tulsi. I'm sorry I always did. I'm sorry I always liked RFK. But look what happened.
yeah. Well, they
Both on
said,
Trump's team.
listen, the last part is the Muslims over there called the Alawites pigs, and they said they have to execute all of them and the small children before the elderly people. That is very ugly.
They really don't like them, do they? Pigs is
No,
a
they do
very
not.
bad thing for them to say.
Well,
You know,
that's who was going to get take over when that Al Sarraj that what was the guy who was the guy in charge of Syria before Bashar
oh,
Bashar yeah,
don't
he
ask
was
me.
not a good guy, but you know what, he was better than the jihadis.
Things better than the jihads.
Yeah,
Lincoln
yeah.
76's platinum is around 900 an ounce.
There you go. That's why they're
That
doing it.
would do it. I thought
So
it was more, but
who's buying the platinum?
anybody at this point, gold and
Mhm.
platinum and silver, they're all up. Very, very, very up. 900 an ounce sounds off, but
That's a lot of money.
heck yeah, it is.
It's a lot of money.
Well, it depends plat um how much platinum is actually in the piece. It could be 99%, it could be
Yeah.
18% platinum, you know. They do things like that because they use it for other reasons, right? If it's in a car, then it's probably some kind of for the motor or I don't know what the condenser is for or whatever. Say it again,
The
Cadillac
exhaust
converter. There you go.
catalytic converter.
Catalytic.
Yeah.
Cadillac. Did I say
It
Cadillac?
cleans the exhaust. Cleans the exhaust of unburned gas.
Wait a second. Are you telling me platinum cleans? Is Joe, did you just prove my point about what might be going up in those jet planes at the point? Did you just tell me that they use platinum in this catalytic converter to clean the fumes?
To clean the unburned gas out of the exhaust.
What
It's
was I
supposed to
just saying earlier,
recycle it.
my friends? I said gold, but why are these? This is my point. Silver, gold, and platinum
Yeah.
are extremely expensive.
What
We
is it?
adorn them. We wear them. Why? Why are we going to Nasera gold backing? For those, conspiracists that understand. Tell me what is so important about gold? Don't tell me because it's rare. That makes it important. No, my friends, gold has many beautiful uses. We have zinc in our body. We have magnesium in our body. We have
Right.
potassium. We have iron. What are they? Are they metals? The metals we don't want are barium and aluminum and what's the other one? They always mix in the chemtrails. Those are the ones we don't want. But coal,
Yeah.
if it is black, coal is good for the digestive system. We like burnt toast and burnt popcorn and stuff because it heals the tummy.
Yeah. That's why when
I'm
you have a
just
stomach
throwing
ache,
that
they tell
out
you to eat
there.
toast. Eat toast if you have a stomach ache
I
without
don't
butter.
listen to other podcasts. I am the podcast.
There you go.
Fuck you. I want everybody here.
Hmm.
I want everybody. I don't. I don't. I can't explain it. I don't want two or three guests. I want like 60 of us conversing at once online, and it's difficult, but that's how it goes. And if we have to do it for 6 hours straight and take a break in between, That's what we do. Because the only way to get real information is by talking to one another. And I've always believed that. And that can't be done when you're sitting there listening to other people all the time because you have information that they don't know. I guarantee it. I would be a bad teacher, I guess. I'm good with kids. I really am good with kids. Do you have any more news?
Oh yeah, I
Oh
do.
boy, because I was going to tell. Okay.
You know, um, a cabinet member, Department of Agriculture, canceled a grant worth $600,000 for the study of menstrual cycles in transgender men. Men don't have menstrual cycles.
I'm,
Sorry. They said that they have them about what, 12 years old?
oh God. Okay.
12
So
years of age and ends with menopause at roughly 51 years of age.
yes, it's true. He's looking at me like, it's, you don't call it, men's menstruals. You don't. But men, every 20 minutes go through. So women who people think, and I've known this since grade school, people, because we used to learn the correct shit. Okay. Men have a what we would consider a period every 20 minutes. They fluctuate in emotions. And you think this is all women like myself, like I'm yelling and stuff. Because men are fucking stupid. That's why I'm yelling. Kidding. I'm just kidding. But George Carlin actually said it better. He said something about that. Something like, why are men so I can't remember. I gotta look that one up. But oh, that is a good joke. But it's true. Every 20 minutes, they consider it the same as a woman's menstrual every month. That's how I learned it in grade school. You fluctuate. Think about it. If a boy sees just a flash of girls' legs or something, at 12 years old, at 11, at 10 sometimes, their hormones just, women don't go through that as much. That's what they're talking about. They, of course, are explaining it wrong, but it's very true. And it does end about the same time a woman's menstrual will end. Of course, when men get to a certain age, yeah, I don't want to have sex anymore. I do and I don't, it's kind of like, not everybody. Everybody is different, but in general, okay? So please don't argue with me about it. I remember my sciences pretty well. And if I didn't, I would tell you. Because I do not lie. Please, I don't lie. I'm still talking to a few certain people. Anyhow, anything else?
Nope. That
There
was
was
funny.
what?
That was good.
What?
Okay.
Oh, about the menstrual thing? No, it's
Yeah.
true. I know but you can't, you're not supposed to explain it like that. It's not called a menstrual for men. It's not menses or a period for men. It's not. But
That's
men
not.
fluctuate. Now, there's a difference. Women show more emotion. That's the difference. So you could call a woman a bitch. I don't give a shit. We are bitches most of the time. But that was it. Women are bitches because men are dumb. That was something like that from George Carr. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But hey, there's a reason Trump has a lot of women working for him, huh? A lot of women in office and control. It's very true. It is very true. And women are more excitable. They're more they're safer. That's why women are bad drivers because they're safer drivers. They think of the kids more and where men are like, hell fucking yeah, I'm gonna speed on their little Vespas. I,
Oh
I
yeah, on
want to
your
be the
Vespa. Get
Harley.
you that scooter, man.
That was
No,
funny.
thank you.
That was a joke from this morning. It reminds in New York City, the Chinese people ride their little Vespas, right, Aunt Helen? Mama Helen, they ride their Vespas to deliver the food. I used to get picked up on choppers and before and during my relationship with my husband. Harleys and Yamahas, they purr. I love them. But a scooter is, I was riding a scooter at what, 12? I wasn't allowed to, and you're not allowed to in New York, but we did it anyhow because we didn't care. All right, guys. Is that it then? Oh no, you know what? I just want to tell this quick story about Bangladesh. I
Bangladesh,
know it's
huh?
odd, but I like things around the world, like
Yes, yes, yes.
Az just said. So there was this guy, he was this blonde-haired guy. I was thinking he was Australian, I'm not sure. And he was going around with jugs of water and soap, and he would take these homeless people off the street. I'm going to say he was in probably somewhere in the Middle East, maybe India. I don't know. So that's what he did. He would take these people, he would shave their heads, clean them by hand. He didn't even have anything over his hands, which I thought was just no. You don't know what these people have in their hair, like lice and whatever. I mean, these were the grodiest, poorest people on the streets, thin as like you could see their ribs and play an instrument on them. They were so, and he cleaned them up by hand, dressed them in just everyday clothes like a button-down dress, shirt, and some kind of jeans, and then took them out to eat. You know, and
Mhm.
this was cool. He did it. I saw him at least 2 or 3 times on YouTube. Different people he did this to. And it's just an amazing thing to watch. I don't recommend it. I mean, there are people that give haircuts for free. I've seen that too, but they know
Mhm.
what they're doing, so I don't recommend that people do this unless they know what they're doing. But these students in Bangladesh must have caught on because they started doing this. Now, the difference between the Bangladeshians students and just telling you, I can't believe it because I like to read comments, like to read what everybody says about this. This poor guy. This is the only one I saw, and it took like an hour. I don't even know why I watched it, but they took this guy off the street, a bunch of students, college students, probably in their 20s, long, natty hair, like really bad, fingernails an inch or two, like really nasty looking. He was dirty as shit. They had gloves on though, and they grab him and they force him to a certain place so they could bathe him and do all this stuff, cut his hair off. And this poor guy is moaning, crying, "Uh, uh," the whole time. You know why? Because there was something wrong with him. You don't grab a person that's mentally disabled and force him to clean up, even if it's for the good of the neighborhood. That is not the first thing you do. And I'm reading all the comments, and I could not believe. Thank Allah for you boys. You're doing good for in Allah's name. Now, I'm not saying what they did was actually horrible. I didn't say, they seemed happy or like they had to do it for a school project. That's kind of like what it seemed to me. Of course, I didn't understand the language, but this guy was crying. He was scared. This is what he knew. He owned nothing but his nails and hair.
Right.
You know what they did to him? They fucking destroyed whatever he had left. And they didn't take him out to eat like the other kid did. Now the other kid asked the people, it looked like, come with me, come with me. You want something to eat? You want to be cleaned? That's what the other guy said. I believe it was an Australian kid, handsome looking young guy. But these Bangladeshers and from Australia, from Pakistan, from India, God bless you, Allah blesses you for the work you're doing, helping them. That's not how you help people, my friends. I don't care if you're a libtard or not. Well, yeah, I do care because that's not how you help a woman that's pregnant either. First of all, you don't let a woman get 3 months pregnant and say, hey, she needs an abortion. That's everybody's fault. And sometimes you don't know. My doctor didn't know she was pregnant. I love my doctor. but her fourth kid, she didn't even know. She was 40 years old. She didn't know. She thought she'd see a little pea when she went for the sonogram. There was a baby there. She didn't want it, you know. Three was enough, I suppose. She had a career. She's a great doctor, great doctor. Of course, she loves the baby. But, she had I think it was like a 15 or 20-year difference between children. That's not easy. And she was on birth control, which I am not for birth control. I am not for any pills at all. Sorry. Um, Doctors are indoctrinated. That's why you are the ones to ask the questions. You have to do it.
You do.
You have to
Ask.
make sure. And they can't throw pills at you for everything.
Don't
And I
let
guess
him.
that's all I gotta say. I just feel so sorry for that Bangladesh dude because now he's probably back on the street and he's just gonna go through the same crap.
Yeah.
Give somebody a job. It could be the shittiest job. They'll take it because look, they already look like shit. I'm telling you, the guy, they cut his nails and everything. It must have been 2 inches. Gross. But that's all he owned. That was him. You don't mess with people. I couldn't believe it. I went down all the comments, like 50, 60 comments in a row. Uh, it just bothers me. Like half the world is inhumane, I guess.
Yeah. They are.
It's inhumane. Did I tell you that story before, Joe?
Mm-mm.
Maybe I told Nancy because I probably watched it right after and then I saw Nancy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
It's not right. You're trying to do something good, but in the wrong way. I feel for people. And it's not their faults that they went crazy too. It's the cabal, it's the Illuminati, 90% of them at least. Because, PTSD comes from military, right?
It
Who have
does.
seen war, who have been through Agent Orange too, perhaps. Who does that come from, guys? The Illuminati. Candelisa Rice told fuck. Larry Elder, I am so sorry, dude. You got the wrong info from the worst people in the world. George Bush, if you don't know that he's part of 9/11, I still
George
love
Bush
him,
is
dude.
not good.
Oh no. He was 9/11. He was
None of the
9/11.
Bushes were good.
No, they're not.
None of them.
Wow. They were look it up. Related to Ellen DeGeneres.
Mhm.
That's why they nodded at the game. Remember, they went to some kind of baseball game, I think, together. Not together, but they ended up passing each other, George Bush and Ellen DeGeneres. And they nodded, and everybody was like, oh my God, the Republican and the Democrat, the far left of the far. They're fucking related. They're inbred. Look at their dumbass faces. I
Mhm.
keep telling you, people's faces give a lot away. Some just don't look right. Ellen
Yeah.
DeGeneres does not look right to me.
I tried to tell everybody that when George Bush and his dad and Clinton and Obama, when all those guys were in office, they were all one party. No matter if it was the Republicans or the Democrats, they were all one party. They were all one. They were the cabal.
One big, giant, happy family.
Hmm.
All right, guys.
Yep.
We love you. I'm sorry that I yelled so much, but I'm not insulted. Believe me. I didn't explain that I actually did research on it because I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm just trying to open up your eyes. You can believe what you want. Just don't
Yeah.
be indoctrinated. If you want to believe that Hillary and Biden are still alive and walking around, so be it. But please believe that they're evil, that they've killed people, and that Trump has plenty of control.
And they are not in charge.
And they are not in charge at all, enough to fly any plane.
Oh, and you know what? The one thing that
Millions. There's no
there's
more money
nothing.
laundering, people. There's no money going to these planes.
You're
Sorry.
right. Can I say one thing about Biden?
Sure.
He pardoned how he pardoned all those people. Yeah, he was incompetent to stand trial.
Yeah, right.
So if he's incompetent to stand trial,
How did he
he's
pardon people?
incompetent to be the president. He's incompetent to make any choices, to make
How did
any
somebody that's
any kind of
committed
laws
treason through almost
or
all their political
or
career
pardon anybody.
get to be president
He can't
and or
pardon
pardon
anybody.
people?
None of his pardons were legal, right, or
It's all
just.
fake. It's all fake. It
Yes.
doesn't matter. He
They
wasn't
don't
really
matter.
the president.
Right. Those people will be held accountable because they're traitors.
Will be,
And you cannot
will
pardon
be
treason.
Joe.
Yeah,
Will be or have been.
have been. They cannot be. They cannot. You cannot pardon treason.
We would be in such danger if Biden had been in control.
Right.
I saw my mother's country go down in like, I mean, it was like she came from a communist country afterwards, after World War II. It became communist control. And we did not have anything like that here. Not even during Biden's reign. That's why I know. That's how it's more than a gut feeling. It's from experience. I mean, what happened during 4 years? Gas prices went up. Did we have we had floating balloons and some drones at the end? But yet Trump is in office and we're having plane crashes all the time because we don't know everything. The good can't possibly win everything. We're trying. They're trying. It has to be, unless they don't know that something is interfering with the controls. See, we need Bill Black, or even Dana might know better. I mean, he does fly too. He's pilot's license. I don't know. All right, guys, we love you. Take care, all. Peace
Take care,
out.
guys. Thanks
Peace
for listening.
out, my family.
I like the likes.
Oh, brother.
Love you, man. Peace out.